And this
Go
is,
ahead.
and I'm going to speak to the ladies in the chat right now because I can't. I'm not. I'm. It's hard to believe all of us are making $100,000 a year, whatever she want to call it, right? When she said, "Go get you and deal with them bottom bitches," who do you think she was talking about?
Bitches that don't ask for nothing, require nothing.
She was talking about your regular because you got to think how the what these women where these women are speaking from. They're speaking from a pedestal that they don't place themselves on, or a lifestyle that they don't place themselves on. So when she said the average man is making 50,000, she's also talking about the women around him, which are also average more than likely. She's calling a bunch. She's calling average people. She's calling average men brokies, and she's calling average women bottom of the barrel bitches.
Based
So
on them not looking for money out of it. Like the last things that she just used to describe what those women are like is a clear indication that she's the problem. Like, why would men not want to be with a woman that is not going after them for money? Like, why? Like, you want the woman that's going to be with you no matter what, because hard times can fall on anybody. So you might be making 80 and something crazy happen, and now you lean for a few months or whatever it may be. You don't want to have to look over your shoulder and be like, all right, I don't know what she gonna do. She gonna start acting up. We don't need women to push us and stretch us. That's not. She's got her role completely mixed up. Why would we want to date someone that that's like a mother figure? We don't need that. So I think that's where she's getting confused, and why I don't think this is attacking her, but you have to start kind of stereotyping these type of women and see how most of them behave, dress, and act, so that way you can actively avoid them. She is not. Those women are perpetually single and divorced women, not because she's unattractive or anything like that, but you can tell by her outlook on relationships, combined with the way that they're dressing, combined with the values that they're talking about are important to them. So you kind of got to put them inside of a box and look at, like, why would I respect the message coming from them?
I do got a little bit more clip to play. I want to go ahead and play it.
And now your bank account is suffering until he gives you another chunk.
Right.
You don't know how long that's going to be, how long that's going to last.
That's true.
So realistically, you just have to be wise with who you date, because as a man, you can easily slip into a situation with a woman that keeps you stagnant and at the bottom. If you get with a woman that's moving and she's got, what I say now? Motion.
Yeah,
a little motion. She got motion. I got a little seasoning. I'm a little aged, okay? Like fine wine. But yeah, when you got a little motion and you're in action,
right,
you can elevate a man easily, one that wants to be.
Right. Okay.
But if you're making 50K and you're looking for one of these, you're not getting that. You're not getting that. And it's not about my shoes cost this and my MAC makeup cost this. It ain't about that. It's about what experiences can you do for me? How can you elevate me mentally if you're still stuck at 50K and comfortable?
Right.
50K is not comfortable. I've made 50K before, and baby, I was getting yellow tags on the door all the time with my electric about to be shut off.
It's just not realistic in this economy.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun to be at 50.
It's not.
So for the fellas that's making 50, use this little word to inspire you to tap into the things that you know. Knowledge is the new currency.
Right.
That's what you defended? The girl. It started with her.
You on mute, Chan.
It started with her saying, "Oh, what happened when the check stopped?" She's talking out of both sides of her face. That's no woman that can nourish a man's soul. A man can move with motivation with the right woman behind him, not being led by her, knowing that he had a woman that's going to that uplifter.
Yeah,
that's not an uplifting woman. That's not a righteous woman. That is a contentious woman.
Yeah, but okay, I got it. But she's making 2 points in her statement. She's talking about pushing a man. Her second point is talking about being the kind of a mover, as she called it, or a shaker, and pushing a man to become something. I think that's bullshit. I think men should become motivated and do things without the need for a push from their woman, right? Because if we could talk about that all day long. I'm back to her original point, and that's what I'm speaking on. Dating broke. I don't want men to date broke. I don't want men to be out there hurting in his own life and then trying to be out and then potentially getting somebody pregnant. It's part and parcel of one of the issues that we're having, especially in the Black community. We out here, we barely got 2 nickels to rub together at the end of after all the bills is paid. And then we want to go out here and smash a whole bunch of motherfuckers and go dating and having sex and then potentially getting somebody pregnant. And now you can't afford it.
Shannon, you are putting that jacket on people from your own ideology. That's like being an ideologue when you speak. You're putting that jacket, like most guys want to go out there and be reckless and put themselves in a position of financial despair. That is unfair. You back what this woman says. She's talking out both sides of her face. You understand? She first says, okay, 50K, I've been there. You're speaking for a man. The truth don't need motivation. When you watch a girl flip-flop, then she's being encouraged by girls that look like they work at KOD. And then she's talking. Her first thing when he clipped on that video, what happened when the check stopped? That's a bird. She's just showed what she is. That's all. That's all. Like when you put the garnish on the steak, you're not going to eat that. That's all window dressing. She showed you contention. She has no respect for you. A woman that would talk that way to you, you can't find peace in that. That's not peace.
Yeah, but we're not trying to date her, Kenny. And I don't give a damn about her. I'm talking about what her message is.
But she is speaking. She is giving a benchmark for what she requires. So she is showing other women, okay, these are the dating parameters that I have to follow. And other girls adhere to that, like that other bubblehead on the couch.
No, but Kenny, I understand. But are you suggesting, sir, that her saying you should not date broke is a bad message? That men should not date broke is a bad message?
Okay, she didn't,
because that's a
broke.
message that I believe. No, because that's what she said,
well,
quote unquote.
So wait, to answer his question real quick, I'll go back. The average man in the United States makes about 50K, and they live, and they're productive. So what are we saying? If I put the numbers on the table, per what she is saying is unacceptable for a man to date.
If you look at the thing is that that's the problem, is that we're not talking about. If we were talking about dating broke, we know what broke looks like. 50K a year is not broke. The average plumber makes 50K. The average electrician makes 50K. The average construction worker makes 50K. The average garbage truck driver. Everybody, all these men that make the world work is what drives that average number of 50K. She's basically telling all of those men, hey, you need to bow out the dating market because it ain't for you. Because of her standards or what she thinks that women should be seeking out when it comes to dating. She even said, the first girl even opened up and said, what if you can't give her $10,000 for her business? Who the fuck just giving out 10 bands for business ventures like that? From average people. Average people don't just walk around with 10,000 of disposable income in their pocket to just throw away on people's businesses. So I'm like, and then she even started putting parameters on dating. Oh, you can go for 1,000 walks. Well, that's kind of what people who don't have $100,000 do. They go to Applebee's. They go on walks. They eat ice cream. They cook in. They eat in. They do sipping paints at the house. They don't go out every fucking night. She's telling the median household income in this country is 50-some thousand. She just basically looked at the average income in the house, and this is just she looking at people's households and saying, y'all motherfuckers shouldn't even be together right now.